Everyone, I hope everyone is doing well and maayo na adlaw sa tanan. And first of all, I would like to extend my gratitude to all of my relatives, friends, and those who have come today to honor this incredible woman, Carina Espinosa de Jose, a great person we have all come to love and cherish for many years. The amount of people who have shown up to pay their last respects is only a testimony to the lives that she has personally impacted or touched. Before I will start this message, I was quite hesitant to do this. I was actually worried that at the time when my auntie Juvie told me to prepare a necrological message, then I replied, Auntie, kung saan man ako na maglisod man ko og Ilonggo or magbinisaya, no? Especially pag magstorya sa public. Okay ra ba nang hangyo ko sa iya? Okay ra ba kung hakong haluan og English, gamay English, no? Because allow me to explain. First of all, my Ilonggo is terrible. It is very bad, no? While I'm fluent in speaking Bisaya, but I'm not confident using Bisaya in speaking in front of the public or in a congregation like this. So I hope that you will understand and thank you for that. Let me introduce to you myself. I am John Mark de Jose or Toto, and I am the second eldest son of Delphine or Tikboy and Nenet de Jose. I was born in 1984 in President Rojas. So yes, I'm already 36 years old, but some of you, even my relatives or even my younger cousins, don't know much about me. That is because we have been away or been residing in Cagayan de Oro for quite a long time. I've been working as an OFW here in Saudi Arabia for 8 years. And because of this pandemic, it is risky and not easy to go home for a vacation or even for some occasions like this. And it's really hard to be far away or miles away from all of you in Philippines, especially in this kind of situation. So it really breaks my heart. But again, my apologies. But before I begin on this journey, I want to ask you a question. When you hear the name Carina or Karing de Jose, what word immediately comes to your mind? Unsa na word inyong mahuna-hunaan kung madungog ninyo ang pangalan na Carina or Karing de Jose? If you are like me, there's no single word to choose from. Let me share a few adjectives that come to my mind. From her name itself, Carina or Karing, she was without a doubt caring, emotional, but most of the time, she was fierce and feisty, vocal, disciplinarian, but she was a strong woman. Small, not terrible, but incredible. Yes, small, but incredible. I'm sure there were some words you recognized and shared with me, but hopefully, there was at least one word that surprised you. To some of you, maybe, she was always present, part of your everyday lives in such a tangible way. Again, you are lucky, but I'm incredibly proud of these few memories that I have with Lola Karin. Our parents give us life. Our grandparents give us a sense of who we are and where we came from. This week, we said goodbye to Carina, and it hit me how incredibly lucky I have been to have my lovely grandmother with me, although not physically for 36 years. And this actually made me realize that few years from now, I'll be reaching 40, and I couldn't be more excited with all the values and teachings I have learned from my Lola Karin. But within that 36 years, I must admit that we didn't have that much of memories compared to my other cousins or siblings because we have been transferring from one place to another place. But Lola have played an integral role, a close part of my life. Tananta nakaila kay Carina in many roles or ways, Maybe most of you know her as a mother, a wife, auntie, TI, sister, a cousin, or a great friend, lola, or nanay. I have been privileged and very proud to know her as my grandmother, my lola. When most of my cousins are all her apo, used to call her nanay, and I suppose most of you here used to call her also nanay, or that way. It is within this context today that I shall speak from and share of the greatness of this incredible woman. Probably one of the earliest memories I have of my lola was when we used to visit annually to President Rojas with my parents and younger siblings. As soon as she realizes that we have arrived, we better be ready for an emotional welcome because hiribion kaayo si lola. She would cry like a baby literally while hugging and kissing her mga apo. At the same emotional moment when we bid goodbye or kung bulakaw na mi pabalik sa among lugar, she would again cry. And that's quite normal. My grandparent to grandchild relationship is nothing like or incomparable to the kind of relationship that my other siblings or cousins used to have. For sure, they have the deeper and meaningful relationship with Nanay Karing. For most of them, may be so essential or so long-lasting, but then, for sure, they will agree that Lola Karing was the exceptional kind of person every single day of her life. I remember, whenever we visit to Rojas, I can still recall some of the precious moments together with Lola. We would always have this one-on-one hilot session. She would massage my hips and my left leg because for her, she was still hopeful na maayo ang akong legs or mubalik sa normal. And by the way, I was born normal but got infected with polio while I was an infant. Hearing those stories from my Auntie Juvie, Lola Karing was very angry upon knowing what happened to me. Suko kayo siya sa akong parents kay ngano daw napasagdan ko nung bata pa ko. Then, I literally just laughed about it after hearing the story. Over those years, Lola Karing had more energy and interest in life than anyone I've ever known. But mind you, our grandfather had a great sense of humor and Lola Karing was quite the opposite. She was the serious type, a stricter one. She will literally beat you up until you've learned from your mistakes. Well, if you can handle all the nagging or mga kasaba as well. And I'm pretty sure that my brother Ryan have experienced everything all those. Not that I'm saying Ryan deserved all the beatings, but for sure, he is very thankful. Ryan and together with my other cousins who have grown with their Nanay Karing, you guys are all lucky because I did not have to go through everything that you have experienced. Like my brother Ryan, for sure he's laughing right now with pride because he survived all the palo or bakol sa Ilonggo and mga kasaba, but let me call them lessons. But look at Ryan right now. Look at him now. He has become the better version of himself. And for sure, not only him, but all of us have learned a lot of things from Lola Karing. This story of my grandmother wouldn't be complete if I didn't pay homage to her hard work. She would get up early in the morning to sell balut and go back to the house for some other house chores or take care of some of my cousins, the younger ones. When I was still a student, I remember how she secretly gives me money whenever I was about to travel back to Cagayan de Oro after a short visit to Rojas, and of course some trays of balut as pasalubong or with my favorite puto or rice cake inside the bamboo, and I really love that. Another thing that I will not forget and I will cherish in my entire life is when Lolo and Lola were there. They were present during my college graduation. I know that they were very proud of me. Knowing that alone really paid off all my hard work. Their presence in that one special occasion gives me the drive to even strive or to do my best because I know not only my parents or my family would be proud of me, but my grandparents as well. It is one of the reasons why I am working hard not only for myself but for my family, and I will cherish that as I grow older. I come back to this notion that for 36 years of my life, my grandmother has been an influential and important part of my life. Until this last week, I hadn't realized how truly exceptional that is. Not only for me, but she is so much a part of who we are that even though we knew she would one day leave us, and I can't quite believe she is gone now. I feel sorry for the younger ones like Ningning and Satomi who have been there so close with their Nanay Karing since they were born. But what we can do is to keep feeding their innocence with all the good memories and stories about their Nanay Karing as they grow. Lola, you impacted my life in so many ways, although I only highlighted those few things that we shared together. But you certainly shaped who we are as individuals. You influence all of us so greatly, and I will always love you and save a special corner of my heart to keep you with me. I know we will miss you every day of our lives. Nanay, Lola Karing, thank you for at least at the very last few minutes you still managed to wait for me to say goodbye. To my dearest Auntie Juvie, Auntie Diday, Auntie Neneng, Auntie Edna Havatan, to the entire De Jose family, my uncles, all the relatives, and all those who took care of my Lola Karing until her last day. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And God bless everyone.